Hello, and welcome once again to Mustache Laugh Gaming. Today we're taking a look at station trading in EVE Online. Now, I've already got a bunch of crap pulled up here. My screen is super cluttered. But first off, let's discuss what station trading is in EVE Online. It's very simple. You just double click on your couch, sit your character down, and then you open these things that I just closed. The market tab and your wallet so you can track your orders. And you get to trading. Now, first off, what you need to do is you need to find something that you want to buy. Okay? Now, I've been messing with ships a little bit here. So we're going to continue with that because it's what I'm reasonably good at. We'll go to... let's go to destroyers. Destroyers are good if you're starting out as a station trader. You only have a few million to play around with. You want to find something that you've got a good potential trade margin with. Now, bottom line, this is your absolute bottom line. This isn't what you should aim for. You want to aim higher, of course. But 10% is the lowest you should go for. Okay? Because that's going to cover all of your crap, all of your expenses that come with doing the station trading. So, first off, we find something that looks good. We do our math, which really all you want to do is some eyeball math. If you want to see if something is at least 10%, you just go here, you pick the first number in the buy order, and you move that number over, you add it. So you add 100,000 to 1 million, and it's 1.1 million. Okay, well this is 1.2 million. More than 1.2. So you're definitely doing just fine. Now you want to place the buy order. Actually, before I do that, you want to look over here too to see if they're moving pretty well. And for destroyers, they are. Okay? This little set of green bars shows you how many are being bought and sold in the market for each day. And this is just 10 days here. So we place the buy order. Okay? Move that over a little bit. And I like to sort of say it out loud, you know, what I'm typing in so I don't screw it up. 61 dot. Because you can really screw yourself over if you're not careful. Okay. So what I've done here is I put in the order with just like 0.01 ISK more than what the maximum buying price is. So it's there. Put it down to 3 months. It doesn't really matter as long as it's longer than like 3 or 4 days. That just keeps your options open, essentially. And I put it to station because I don't want to go running around to pick these things up all around the region. Or up to 40 jumps away, even. So there you go. Then you click buy. Ask you if you want to confirm the order. And there you go. Now, for me, it shows up in blue. How do I get that? I click that little thing right there. It says mark my orders, and I click that. Check that box. And now, my sell orders and my buy orders will show up in blue. Ain't that just special? Okay. Now, every once in a while, you want to go through and double check and ensure that your buy orders, we'll come back to that in a second, that your buy orders have not been outbid. You want to look and you want to make sure they haven't changed anything here, because some of your competition is going to be pretty squirrely and they're going to change things just to throw you off and get you to have to sit through that 5-minute timer again. So I'm going to go ahead and just do 0.5. That puts it over what he's offering. Now he'll have to wait until his 5-minute timer is out to rebid or alter his bid. And I'll have to do the same thing inevitably. And that's fine. Now, eventually, your order will go through and you'll go to your inventory. You might want to go to the market deliveries if you're trading for your corporation, like I do. And you'll move it over to item hanger or ship hanger, depending on if it's an item or a ship, just like when you normally buy something. And I've already got my pre-baked tritanium. So I'm going to show you how to set up a sell order. It's about the same thing. And while I do this, I'm also going to show you how to get the highest buy orders by clicking that, and you do the exact same thing to figure out what the lowest sell orders are. Now, if you're station trading, all you really need to worry about is what everybody is selling here. Okay? So, just like if you're selling an item that you picked up from missioning or whatever, all you have to do is the same exact thing, except this time, since you're trying to get a specific amount of it, or out of it, as opposed to just sell it to the highest bidder, you want to go in and put your own price. So 6.15. It'll be right under this guy. And leave it for however long. Okay, well, this just sucks, but there it'll be. I was really, again, just doing that for an example, and as much money as I have, you know, no big problem. But now you know how to create a sell order. And I mean, that's really that. You just go through and you tend to your orders. It's like one of those little phone apps you might mess with every once in a while. You just check your stuff and wait for the timers to run down and whatnot. You want to check this transactions tab as opposed to journal tab to get a much more clear picture of what's moving and for how much it's moving. Journal will have a whole bunch of extraneous information you really don't need to know, especially since you're not dealing with missions. Green means you sold it, red means you bought it. That's pretty straightforward. And honestly, that's pretty much it. One thing, if you're trying to calculate stuff, you press the little E button up here, go to accessories, calculator, and you just use the number pad on your keyboard. And that really helps me out when I'm tracking how much how much I'm sitting at when I'm keeping track of my corporation's money. Oh, no, that's right. Now, there are several different trade hubs. I may have mentioned this already. You've got Amar, which I like. It's in Amar territory. It's one of the biggest trade hubs in the game. You've got Jita, which is the biggest trade hub in the game. It's a little bit faster paced. And the prices are about the same. There's just more variety. That's in Caldari space. You've got Dodixie in Galente space. It's where I made my first billion, which was pretty awesome. And then you've got Heck, which I believe is in Minmatar space. I've never actually gone there. Haven't had any reason to, because I'm happy where I am. There you have it. Also, when you're getting started out, you don't have to have huge amounts of cash. I've seen people get really rich from starting out at 5,000 ISK, or whatever it is you get when you start the game. I personally, when I first started trading, I started trading with 10 million. except for when I've been trading with my corporation, I started out with like 100 million. Those are good starting points, and you can get any of those amounts of money very easily, very quickly, either by missioning or mining, or just hell. Some people will just be like, "Here, take some money if you ask," and it never hurts to ask. Somebody will do it. Um, a couple of etiquette things, real quick. Some people do this. I don't because I think it's really crappy and rude. But some people will just dump the price of what they're selling. Okay, for example, say these say I've got something that's being bought for 500,000, it's being sold for 1 million. That's pretty good. Okay? And I get mine, and I turn around and sell it for around 1 million. Well, somebody comes in and sells it for like 600,000. First off, they're screwing themselves because they could be making a whole lot more money. And they're screwing everybody else out because nobody wants to take that big of a hit, especially if they made a huge investment in something. Granted, it's sort of your fault for making a huge investment in something that could be so volatile, but it's just really crappy. So don't do it. I mean, you can. I'm not going to stop you, but consider this me bitching at you for it. And if you do it, Donald Trump will haunt your nightmares for all of eternity. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Not even Donald Trump. Okay. And I think that covers everything. I always feel like I'm missing something when I do these. That's just how I am though, I think. Um everybody finds couple more quick tips. Everybody finds different rhythms, different ways things work for them. I personally like a really diverse, you know, just a bunch of different things to buy and sell because I find that that really helps keep things moving. Some people like to just focus in like a laser on two or three things, but variety is the spice of life and the spice of trading, I suppose, for me. And I think that'll help you out too, whoever you are. Oh, noble and glorious YouTube viewer. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask in the comments below, or you can, message me in game, Hafgan Hakameros. Just ignore the spoilers for Star Wars down here at the bottom. And I'll always be more than happy to help out. So, yeah, I guess that's it, man. Um, so good luck. Go make a hell of a killing on the markets and Eve. Fly safe. And peace out. And also, most importantly, at least to me, be sure to like this video and subscribe in the little space below. Alright, well, thanks once again.